pay attention much to the umpires, but try not to, because you get sucked in and then you start calling them by name and then you start saying he's no good. And it was like that. It was like that one with Brendan Beveridge that we saw, the 100-metre penalty. So you know,
we remembered him.
You know who he is. So then it gets worse.
And we mentioned him every quarter.
Yeah, that's it. Well, he got worse as they got on, didn't he? Up it goes to start this first very important clash here, because we still haven't decided which way this final five is going to be. And I didn't have to comment because that orange ball went up and it is now black.
That's all right.
Up and down.
Looking after the eyes there.
Yeah, that's it.
Add some mud to it and we'll be right.
Yeah. Up they go again. Abbott knocks it to ground. Mackenzie's in there, tries to get it out. Trying to crash his way through is Josh Eddy. Looking for a free kick for in the back. Nothing doing. Still got this centre scrum as Daniel Jull. Have you called with Tonks yet? He loves Daniel Jull. He loves Daniel Jull.
Loves him?
He loves him. Yep. Again, we go crashing his way through. That was young Thomas Hunt. It's picked off, though, by Robbie Condi on hands and knees. One of the Baths knocks it clear. Fry for Grovedale. Taps it wide. Donahue gets it forward. Gave away the front spot to Kyle Devlin on that occasion. I think that was Costello. And the ball now, we have a scrum in the forward pocket for Grovedale. Can they get the first score, Jimmy? Or Muncher or whatever it is I'm going to call you today.
From this situation, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? They should be able to get something out of this. They can set up here and hopefully work it out of here.
Condi. I heard a whistle. That must be the netball behind us. So it's now gone over the boundary line.
Very close to us here. It's going to confuse us,
the netball's right behind us here. That whistle all the time.
Yep.
So it's obviously over the boundary line. Right in front of the cricket pitch. No scores yet. And how long have we been going?
That's a good question. I might start a clock.
I just thought that was to be a bad idea, because that was all Buzz could do, to be honest.
That's the Buzz's job,
Horn knocks it down off the deck, but out of bounds. And a throw in right next to the point post. Pressing early, Grovedale.
Yeah, they got it locked in there nice and deep, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Here we go. The umpire bring it back in.
You'd expect him to score here, mate. Keep going.
Yep, that's it. Hall gets tapped to the front there. In under there. St Mary's eventually clear it out, but at the back's the Grovedale player in. Who's that out there? Can't see it, sorry. Eventually St Mary's player in. Hebbard picks it up, gets it forward, but only as far as Grovedale defender. In Hall, he got the handball out. And we've heard a whistle, so that's the netball again.
Yes, it makes you sit up straight, doesn't it?
So we'll have a ball up on the outer side over there, right next to the boundary line. It's been played very close to the boundary line so far and all on that side.
And it will probably be that case for the day,
mate. Most of the day,
yeah.
So the umpire will ball it up here. Both rucking getting a tap on there. It went towards boundary line and then they all dive on it. It looks like they have another one. No, it's brought out of there well. And down the front, Grenville's there. He's going to run onto it. He could see some magic here, but tackled and drops it over the boundary line.
Couple of important games throughout the district this weekend too. So
a few scores to keep an eye on.
Keep an eye on the old GD as well, and the Ballerine. Ballerine, interesting game tomorrow. Torquay and Amos on Sunday. First versus second. Should be a beauty.
Great game, yeah. Ball back into play again. Ruckman in Dobson for Smeary's got the tap at Grovedale, cleared it, but only as far as Josh Eddy, who's got it marked at about 40, I'm going to go 6 metres from goal.
Good work.
And I reckon
we like hear it.
And he's going back and he looks like he's going to have a go. See if that orange ball travels as far as the usual red one. You'd hope there isn't any difference. He'll kick from right on 50. He's giving it a fair ride to go right to the line and touched right on the goal line. We have the first score of the day.
I'll put that one down to rushed. I'm not giving Josh Eddy that one.
No, not giving him the credit.
No, that was thumped over by Hunt. Newtown early score down the highway against Colac. They're Leopold's away already, kicked a couple. So it's Linton Hogan, comes out of full back. Last week he had the sunscreen on. Hoare drops the mark. Fry's in there. He did, he had sunscreen on last Saturday. I saw him down at Colac. Trying to crash his way through. It's Flynn Chisholm, his mum. Hogan grabs it again, just drives the boot into it. Almost to circuit, then dishes off the handball. Chain of handballs here. Forward to Rasgar. Bath or Costello. He hasn't got the hat today. Gets it over to his teammate there in Blake McPhee. Over to Fry. Little give out to Rasgar. And good mark taken by Razga. He's man on the mark's 40 out.
That'd be a fair kick, wouldn't it? We've already said we saw a shot for goal from a similar spot in the reserves earlier. Doesn't not look like an easy spot to kick a goal from.
And I'm trying to pick. The breeze seems to be swirling, doesn't it? 1 minute it's coming at us, next minute it's coming behind us.
I reckon we'll see a bit of right to left here. Started out way out to the right and might try and hook it back. He's done there, but it doesn't look like it's going to come back
as much as you. Yep, yeah, he had the right thought, but minor score. Scores a level.
And we'll have Normington to bring it in. I think I've said that right.
To play a massive. No, yeah, you have. He's going to play a massive part for them to be any good here.
That's it. Goes short to Bath. He's got it in the back pocket. Handles over the top to Condi. He looks short further afield and finds Hoare. He'll just hold it up and let the players make their way up the field. He's going to go along the boundary line here. That's a strong mark taken there. Yeah, great hands there by Hebbard. He's going to go further afield to the lead. Didn't quite get there though. Pressure put on Dobson there. He got the hands out eventually though. A kick forward off the ground from Condi. Didn't go too far as Grovedale clear the ball out here, and they are a big show here. Handballs it off. Who's that with it there? McKenzie chips it over the top. He's got a teammate running onto it there.
Donahue.
Donahue, yeah.
He gets it over to Abbott. Abbott by hand gives it back to McKenzie. Breaks the lines. Has this time to steady, and he's knocked through the first one. Good goal. Good setup there, wasn't it?
Just that quick turnover on half forward.
Yep.
It was able to open up the play going back down the ground.
Fantastic.
Had a couple of spare players and used them well.
Who was it here? Was it Gubbins? I think tapped it clear and...
yeah, I think he might have.
Yeah, and they just sort of broke up the static play.
I think it was Mick Condi there. He went off the ground.
Okay.
And he's going to kick it off the ground, try and get it forward, and it deflected off a few players and just sat perfectly for Grovedale. He took full advantage. And able to break away from there.
The rush kick forward, I reckon that was by Jacob Dale here. Just bombed it forward. And
I found a couple of players and away they went.
So they're away, Grovedale, 1-1 to 1 behind. So 6-point lead. Up goes Abbott. Umpires found the free kick there. Going to Abbott. Costello lurking. Gives it to him. Puts it down Jull. Traps the footy. Then goes forward towards Dobson. And here is Hogan at ground level. Gets the ball clear. Or trying to crash his way through as Thomas Hunt. Nothing doing since umpire. Hear him say, get it out, get it out. Flynn Chisholm tries to crash his way through. He's wrapped up by Abbott, and we will have another ball up. Up they go again. Hoare knocks it clear. Sorry, called Alex Payne, because he had a haircut, Alex Payne. Trying to crash his way through. Is he gone, Gillies? No.
Did well to keep the arms through there.
Condi, but it's marked by Hogan. This bloke is very underrated.
Yep. I'll take your word for that. Just slows the game up here, trying to find an easy target, but nothing's really going for him.
Where's the zinc cream? It's hotter than it was at Colac last week.
He finds Costello. He looks to the outer side, sorry. He's got a teammate out there in Hall who should be able to gather it and go for a run. Hands over the top.
Puts his mate under pressure there.
Not a great handball there. Mick Condi was right in his opponent there.
Yep. Nathan Martin back in the ones. Former captain.
Okay, so that ball back into play here. Abbott and Hoare both went up. Both got hands on it though. And at the bottom it looked like Dobson who tried to get the hand out. And players go crashing in there. It's a hot footy at the moment. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. The umpire has pulled out a free kick though, hasn't he?
Free kick to Costello.
Oh, yeah.
Costello now finds his teammate in Waldron. Waldron, who had a short spell at Bell Park, has gone. Up they go. McKenzie, Crummers, young McPhee comes through. Blake just misses. Poor.
Would have been a nice start for him.
Yeah, he's only an under-18 player, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Not certain, but pretty sure.
They got about 4 under-18 sides too, so they've got plenty of juniors to go. Look.
Yeah. The kick out finds its way to Dobson, who's got it in front of the coach's bench. See Kane Tanay sitting on the bench there with the broken finger. Oh, good fist away there from Waldron, but it comes to Flynn Chisholm. Takes them on, heads towards goal. Can he finish it? Nah, it's the orange ball.
Side, yeah.
That's the orange ball, surely. Has to be, doesn't it?
It's got to be, yeah. There's something different about it.
Yeah. Grovedale have come to play by the looks, mate.
They have, yeah.
Yep.
They're crashing in, and
Yep.
some of their ball movement, the fast breaks have been good at the moment. On that occasion, though, it was St Mary's who were able to break away from half-back and fly forward.
Oh, look at that kick.
That was a fair roost. That has gone 60, 65, 70, I reckon.
And a free kick because it cleared everyone's head.
Yeah.
So Nolan
That's
brings it
much
in.
on it.
It's his kick's touched. Comes over to Carruthers. Over across to Bars. Bars is tackled. Ball comes back out to his teammate there in Jacob Welsh. Goes into the pocket. Crummer's required, but it's picked up by Payne. In turn, finish up out wide with Mackenzie. Down to Brown. Brown thought about the handball, then decided no. Takes a couple on. Dishes off the handball. Martin under pressure again. He's wrapped up. Umpire says, give it to me.
Made a bit of a mistake there. Was it Brown? Sorry.
Yeah,
He tried to take on a few too many there. Ran himself into trouble, and he's eventually given the hands off someone out an opponent stand next to him. I reckon he did too much there.
Yeah, he did. But he was looking out this side wide to see someone for a
trying
runner, and they weren't there.
Switch and,
They weren't there for him.
he needed a few. His half-back flankers run out in that space for him and try and open up the play.
Be an interesting duel. He's been made to as a key forward now since Erskine has had the finger operated on. Comes out to Circuit. Circuit dishes off the handball. Tackled straight away. I think that's Hunt that's dragged off the footy. It is. And we'll have another ball up. Out of side 1-2 plays 2 behinds. Straight goal the margin.
Okay, so once go and the ruck can go up there, but the ball's come down.
Whoop.
In amongst all that congestion. Couldn't say who it was, but they've kicked it about
That was
15.
Lukey Bath.
Lukey Bath.
Lukey Bath.
Kicked it a mile over the fence, and the orange ball's almost been run over by a car out there, I reckon. But I reckon it's that bright, he would have seen it and dodged it. And here we go. Had to bring it back over the fence.
I wonder if they've got a spare orange ball. There's a question.
Yeah,
There's a question.
Yeah. Someone in the crowd will grab it and go for a run soon. We'll be out there with a red one. Strong mark there by
Abbott
out there.
Yep.
Now he's looking back towards the centre of the ground here, but I reckon he'll go long. No, he's coming back towards... went to, but instead he goes long, and he's just going to go to a contest. Gillies was in good position, but coming over across in front was Nolan, who took a strong mark. Shifts their hands off, and now they can work it out of here. Bath has it. It's going to go on the left. Swings it out to the near side here where he finds Norrington, who took a strong mark over his head. Go long down the boundary line, but it might be too far.
Ooh,
just bounces inside play.
Just.
Out of bounds. They were a chance to get out there. That kick needed to find a target. And they would have been looking real good going forward.
Yeah, still a straight kick the margin. Just outside the paint. Hoare knocks it down. Circuit overruns it. Flynn Chisholm's there with him. He tries to wrestle it out of his hands. Or is he Dr. Flynn yet, I wonder? Can't be far away. Apparently
Dr. Flynn, yeah.
Apparently he's not far away from being qualified.
And we'll just be able to call him the doctor.
Yeah, the duck. Yeah. Up we go again. Abbott up high. Knocks it down to Joel McInerney. Or off the boot of Bath.
Feet got in the way of his hands there.
Yeah, Lukey boy.
Saying that, otherwise he disguised it well, looking for the boundary line. So the young boundary umpire throws it back into play. Going up in the ruck, not sure who that was. Dobson, though, gets the clearing kick forward. He goes to about 35 out in front of goal. Coming across the front for Grovedale was Waldron. He's kept it going out towards the boundary line, but coming over now is Grenville. He's got plenty of pace, but he can't keep it in play. And we'll have a throw in, about 60 around from the St Mary's goal on the outer side.
That'll be an interesting matchup. We keep an eye on that. Riley Hall and Grenville.
Yeah.
Riley Hall apparently has been in his into him all day. As soon as he arrived at the ground, I was told. Hoare grabs it out of the ruck. It's picked off by Gubbins. Gubbins has a wobbly old kick. Heads over to his teammate there in Nick Connors. He's kicked dispossessed at ground level. Oh, got one high. Might have been a fraction lucky there.
It was a poor kick going for, wasn't it?
Yeah, comes out to Waldron. Waldron's hands across to Mackenzie. Needs to get on the boot and does. Got Donohue's the target. Oh, good work from Bath. Crashes his way through on that away. Jared gives off the footy. Heading towards goal. Grenville is the target. Keeps his feet. That's first thing he had to do. I reckon he's levelled the scores.
I reckon Grenfell got lucky there.
Yeah.
When the ball was coming in there, had a hold of his opponent's arm the whole way. I think the umpire was a bit blindsided at that and missed it, but lucky enough it bounced and worked for him in the end. But I reckon the umpire just having a word to him now. Maybe
Having a word to him, yeah, just saying, hey,
Yeah.
I saw that.
I
You
saw
got
that,
away with
yeah.
it once. That's the only time you'll get away with it.
next time, watch yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of push and shove after it too. I reckon that battle you were talking about, like you said, it's been going all day.
Yeah, he wanted him. He said, I was told
Yeah.
Riley Hall wanted him right from when he walked into the ground. He was into his head.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, he's done a good job of it so far, and right up until that moment when he just let it slip out of the back. But
Yeah, he went to ground, and that was as soon
Yeah.
as your opponent goes to ground, it's a massive advantage.
yeah, that's it.
So we're back in the middle with scores level.
We got a ripper of a game on our hands.
Yeah,
so
we
far.
got the close one.
Yep.
Up they go again. Abbott jumps high, knocks it down, trying to crash his way through his pain. Then Josh Eddy tries to crash his way through for St Mary's, and umpire says, "Give it to me. We'll keep it in the glue pot." Spend a lot of time in there. Up it goes again. Abbott, I'll give Abbott that one. He knocks it clear, then goes back and gets his own footy. Trying to crash his way through that time is Luke Bath. Umpire says he copped one high and I'll give you the free kick. Plays on. Looking for a teammate. No, decides to have a bounce. Then squares it up. Goes to centre half forward. Oh, Dobson almost. Grenville ran sort of past him and through him. Martin picks it up. Goes to Abbott. Abbott's handball to nobody. But it's picked up by Circuit, who's just popped his kick up and up and under kick. Has fisted away by Luke Bath. Clever footy. Picked off on that occasion by Jimmy Cheetahs. And his ineffective handball goes into a pack. Can't see who that is. I reckon it's Carruthers with the glove. Yes, it is. Jordan Carruthers. 1-2 apiece.
He goes. Hall got the tap there to Dobson. He flicked it forward to Welsh, and now they get the ball moving. A strong tackle there. Made the ball spill free. Condi flicked it forward. He was looking for Grenville, but couldn't find him. And coming off the half-back flank there is...
There's our man, Linton Hogan.
Linton Hogan, that's it. Gets a kick out to the wing as the ball bounces out towards the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in. Spotted Joey Famers out there for a run now. Those pride boots weren't hard to
see him.
As far, yeah.
Fry was the player taken off, or rested, not taken. You don't get taken off anymore.
No, you just go for a rest.
Abbott, he's actually went to Condi, who then gave it to Hoare. Comes back, and the mark is taken on this occasion by Joel McInerney at half back. He's got some options, decides to go straight up the middle. Heath Brown and Rasgar. Free kick against Brown for the manhandling of Bars.
Yep.
And Bars will take it at half back. Does tend to do that a fraction too much, Heath Brown. Likes the physical contest. And Bars finds his mate in Welsh, Jacob. He's still in the centre square. Looks to be a little bit undecided. Decides to go out wide. Abbott, surely. Nope, doesn't quite grab it.
Well nudged under it.
Yep. Trying to crash his way through. I reckon that might even be Mackenzie with the shoulder strapped. I'll have a guess. No, not even close. It was Joel McInerney. Up we go again, as you said. Umpire.
He's found one.
Abbott shepherded out against Condi. Don't go talking down. He'll go close to winning the middle, Condi. Don't worry about that.
Yep.
Oh, he's put his teammates under pressure.
Don't
Here.
kick that.
Hebbard, what can he do? Condi now, what can he do? He's dispossessed. Martin, good tackle. Good work there by old Natty Martin. And he manages to lock the footy up.
So Grovedale did well there. They should have been...
Absolutely.
Well, the kick was a shocker to start with, but they did well to hold him up there in the end. So Mary should have been able to take full advantage of that mistake and go towards goal. So back into it again here. The clearing kick. That's our mate.
That's Hogan.
Came running out before.
Hogan.
Yep. This could work out well. He was almost through there, don't you?
Yep. He just had got a kind bounce, and you just about put your glasses down on that one.
Norrington goes back through the middle and found Sherman. Goes short over the top to a runner who's looking for the field, but he brings it out wide and finds Bath. He's got the hands over the top to a teammate in Dobson. He dodges one. He might dodge another one. No, instead he throws on the right, long towards goal, but it drifts out to the far side. And that, I reckon, just proves where the wind's going. It's pushing across the ground here. That one did.
Yep.
Started on line.
Yep.
And eventually faded.
Just message from Joffa Miles. Bumped
Yeah.
into his son last night at the at the pub. Told him he's better looking than his old man. He just sent me his response to that.
Yeah.
Fist away, comes down to Mackenzie, does the old blind turn, peels it off, then does he get the 1-2? No, he doesn't. Goes over the boundary line. Umpire says throw it in. Might have been Joey Fammer in that, I reckon. The old 1-2 movement there from Mackenzie.
The tackle on him was very quick though, and didn't give him the chance to give the 2, did it?
No. Abbott front spot, Condi contesting him. Circuit there, putting pressure on Flynn Chisholm.
Played for the free kick there.
Yeah, Condi, luck's of fortune, gets it over to Luke Bath, who in turn gets it, good mark. Really good defensive mark there. Puts it out in front of Hogan. This bloke he's looking, he's got one in the goal square, he's got Costello in the goal square, he's calling for it, loads it up, he's got him. What a great bit of play that was.
Not bad. He could have blazed away earlier, but he made sure he took that extra 15 because he saw him up the field.
But he called him. Costello in the goal square saying it was keep coming, get it to me. We'll go from here. He knew his ability to get the thing long, to clear it long.
Yeah, and they had the time too because the St Mary's defenders were a bit slow pushing back with that play there.
And he comes, Costello. He likes it.
Looks like he's popped the 3rd.
All you do is watch the players, mate. Don't watch the goal umpires, they confuse you. That's all they do.
They always try doing too much work, the goal umpires, I reckon.
Yeah, that was Costello who kicked that, wasn't it?
Yeah, fairly certain
That's
it
him
was.
running through right into the centre square now.
So he's had a spell, got a goal, straight back on the ball.
Yeah, well, I think it's a wonderful thing, mate, when you've got Abbott and Costello in the centre square.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know who even Abbott and Costello are?
I have no idea now.
They're an old comedy duo. Many years ago, mate. I knew the way you said that. You didn't have a clue who Abbott and Costello was. She's world famous, we're talking. We're not just talking about,
Show them your age, they're only young.
Jim Owen or someone. Up we go again. Costello flies on his own. Knocks it down. Hands across from Alex Payne. Gets it over to Flynn Chisholm. He gives it over to his captain coach in Robbie Condi. Back to Chisholm. Bit of an up and under kick. Hogan. Fisted away from him. Did he get a push in the back? I thought the umpire, that was a netball whistle. So, comes out the back to Michael Condi. He in turn, Welsh, was he dispossessed? You're gone, son, says the umpire. But the poor handball.
The advantage taken wasn't great, was it?
I honestly reckon advantage. If you get given the advantage, I reckon the players, they should teach the players, if it's not given advantage, just stop. Just stop dead.
Still,
And then the umpire has to
umpires
reload.
will call it back, yeah. Back with it now there. Condi tried to take it from the ruck and he follows up the ball. He taps it out wide. Flynn Chisholm was there. And eventually, the ball comes clear and they'll try again St Mary's. As the long kick goes back towards the forward line now.
Good
Who was
mark.
that dropping back in the hole there?
That's Dobson.
That was Dobson. Great mark floating back there.
We saw from that previous kick, the distance will not be an issue.
No, he did it easily before.
Yep.
So this one, he'll only be kicking from about 40 with this one. The other side, though, so not great for a right footer, but
and
he could be a chance.
You'd expect the wind to push it away, so he's got to come to our side post.
So I reckon, he might hang it to the left-hand post. Coming in now. Like we said, distance not a problem, but how good was that?
Goal umpire didn't even move
at all. Great goal.
Jeepers, he is a gun. Karoit boy. Mate of mine told me he'd be the best recruit in the GFL.
Yep.
Not sure about him being the best, but he's certainly up there. He's
certainly
been
one of them.
Been very good for them. So he scores a level again, mate. No, they're not. Sorry. St Mary's lead by
an extra point.
By a minor score.
Yep.
So while we're waiting for the orange footy to come back, Newtown lead Colac by 10 points. St Albans lead Geelong West by 10 points. Leopold are already 33 points up on Lara.
Yep.
Bell Park lead South Barwon by 8 points. And North Shore are leading St Joseph's.
Wow.
So
couldn't pick that.
Brown traps it this time, gives it off the handball to Circuit. Circuit goes wide, he's got Rasga. Laces out.
Now this is the same kick that we pointed out. He's
got him.
Yep. It's smart footy there.
Very clever footy to Mackenzie, that one is. Him and Circuit look so alike.
They do. They look like twins.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
From a distance anyway. Yep. There you go. It's similar spot before, like we said. You got to start it out to the right. Hope that wind will bring it back
Just
across.
aim at the right post, I would. That's
Yeah.
straight at that right post, and the wind has only got to move it a little bit.
That's it, coming in now on the left. He's done exactly what you
Oh,
said. No,
I
it's
reckon
just
taken
faded.
too much away. Yep.
Yeah.
Minor score. Would have been an important kick to Mackenzie. Minor score. Normington to bring it in. Spots his teammate, does he? Oh, good grab to Nick Connors.
Nick Connors.
Gets it across to Barth. Lukey Barth. He's got one. I thought he was going to come out here to Hoare. Probably should have. Gets it over to Eddie, who then gets caught up in the tackle. That was McMahon in the middle of that. Flynn Chisholm. He dishes off the handball. Oh, just
Condi
a bit
couldn't
sloppy
keep
there
it
to
in,
Condi,
yeah.
Michael Condi.
He had about 3 goes at picking it up then and just
Yep.
kept tapping it forward.
So we'll have a throw in. Scores are level now. I was just a little bit early. I was just a fraction early, that's all, yeah.
So there we go. Yeah, Hall got the tap and there was a boot getting it forward, but Joey Famak grabbed it and was quickly wrapped up in amongst there. Now they've got the hands out, but it may have been too far, but in the end, that was Gubbins.
Good
Got the
bit of
kick
work
away,
from Gubbins.
tight along the boundary line, trying to get through there.
I'll tell you
Was
what,
his teammate in Fry,
tell you
but
what, Joey Fammer was lucky there.
he got crunched by about 3 of them.
But also just then he just shoved Noel in the middle of the back
Yeah.
and got away with it.
You reckon the St Mary's boys would be trying to rough him up a little bit?
Yeah, they'd
His
work
old
him
club,
out.
yep.
Yeah. Up it goes. That to knock down this occasion by Tommy Hunt. Oh, picked off by. Oh, he's thrown that young Connors. Actually threw it to himself,
Yeah.
but he blindsided the umpire, so got away with it.
Couldn't be long left in this quarter, I wouldn't have thought.
How long you tell me?
Well, I reckon we missed about a minute and we've been going 20, almost 25. Hasn't been up.
Free kick to Hoare there against Tommy Hunt. Half back, dishes off the handball to
Nick Connors
Normington.
going to make good option.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah,
just-
it's good old too.
He's only a kid by the look of
Yeah,
him.
so quick. He looks very young, doesn't he? He looks about 16.
Sheepers.
And there's nothing of him
Wouldn't
either.
have feathered yet, I wouldn't have thought. Comes,
Grand
almost,
behind
gee whiz, almost
Yeah, he
took the
crumbed
mark
it
there. Jacob Hernan comes out to Flynn Chisholm. Over it goes to Josh Eddy. Eddie gets
Strikes
around 1, gets around 2, gets around 3. Then dishes off the handball to our mate Connors, goes out.
Ooh.
Donahue beats Bath in the Bath brothers there, so you're in all sorts of trouble there. Goes ball into the hot spot. Grenville, can he knock it clear? Trying to crash his way through his Welsh. Umpire just letting it go here. And McInerney is wrapped up in the tackle and finally blows the whistle. 40 out from the Grovedale, from the St Mary's goal.
Can they sneak a late one here? The ruckman go up. Hall gets the tap and follows up his work and grabs it, gets the hands out. The kick forward was from Bath. 2 on 1 here though from Grovedale. They've put it down. They've made a meal of that. Now the back was Connors. Great goal. And I reckon the St Mary's boys will get around him there.
Mate,
That's great stuff there. Crumbed it well. Good finish.
Waldron coughed up the chest mark,
That's it.
hit the deck, and he was smart enough to jump on it, Nick Connors, and put, as you said, can they get a late one? And they just did exactly that.
And I've liked Connors' work early here. He's made some good options out on the wing here. Got a bit of leg speed about him.
I'm trying to
And
work
I-
out.
and I
I'm
would've
trying to
thought
work
he's
out where
pretty
he's
fit.
playing.
I think I've lost him now, yeah.
Yeah. What position is he playing?
Is he just gone for a spell, has he?
Has he just gone? That's him. Yep,
Yeah,
that's him in
he's gone
front
for
of the
a spell.
scoreboard. That's why we can't find out where he's
I've
playing.
got no idea where he was because he was out
But he
here
was
on the
over
wing
here,
and then
he
he's
was
ended
in the
up
back
in the
flank and
yeah.
oh, Hoare.
So his fitness must be alright.
Yeah. Oh, Cheetahs takes him on in the middle. Then goes long. Razga, good use of the body. Gets away with it. Joey Fammer got 2 to beat. Not good enough. It comes over to Carruthers. His kick. Cheetahs marks the errant kick. Cheetah, he's got a little one in Fry. Got him. Still inside the centre square. He's got Circuit. No, that's Mackenzie. They're the twins, one of them. Decides to go. There's 2 on 1 here. Sherman, it comes over Costello, knocks it forward. Donahue, can he trap it? Gets around, he's got to get around Jared Bath. Lenny loses his footing and goes over the boundary line. Just need to keep standing up there, the old Adam Donahue. Bucky boy.
Keep his feet there and he got a goal.
Exactly.
Would have swung round onto the right and snapped it through.
So away you go, mate.
No, ball back into play again. Not sure who it was got tapped down as the bodies dive in on top of there. and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere far, but the umpire's keen to let it go until now, and we'll have another ball up.
Grovedale are just guilty of a couple more mistakes than St Mary's at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah, that's it. They're just lacking that little bit of polish, aren't
Yep.
they? So we're back underway again.
Oof.
Big tap from the Grovedale ruckman. He's tapped it towards
Heath Brown, it was.
goal, but
Oh, Circuit, can he get a boot on it? Oh,
it was out well rushed there by Devlin. Give him that.
yep, gave them the behind and said, let's take the pressure off ourselves here.
Yeah, give
Rush it
himself a
across the
chance
damn
to get
line.
it out.
That man Devlin takes the kick in.
Interesting here. They have so far today. They've been coming out to this near side with the kick-ins and releasing him out here and playing the boundary really tight this time. Long out to the other side, which
Yep.
just trying to mix it up.
Free kick against Circuit on Dobson. Took him out of the marking contest. 2-4-16 plays 3-3-21. 5-point lead to St Mary's at the 27.5 minute mark.
Now get rid of this bloody passcode on my phone. We've actually
Get
gone
rid of it.
near on 30 minutes now, so she's been a long one.
Riley Hall, good judgment of the footy there. Worked out that Dobson's got a good leg on him, and he just kept back, and he was made sure he was at the back of the pack, and
Knew
good
that
hands.
ball was just going to keep going.
The orange ball, she travels well.
Yeah.
Up and under. Hawk gets a fist to it, then goes back and tries to mark it.
Good smother there.
Good smother. Devlin goes back, gets it twice. The old 1-2, trying to crash his way through there. Was that Carruthers? Good tackle as the siren blows to finish this first quarter. Good first quarter, 3-3-21 to 2-4-16. Goal kickers.
Goal
Muncher?
kickers. St Mary's. Connors got one there late. Great crumbing goal. Dobson slotted one from out near the boundary, and I've missed one. So
Roman
Grenville, that's it.
Romain Grenville. That's the 3.
There's another goal. And then for Grovedale, we've seen McKenzie and Costello, who slotted a nice set shot from about 5 out.
Fantastic. Mate, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with this second quarter. 5 points of difference at quarter time.
Able to get to the games.
Yeah, it gives everyone an opportunity to barrack for Freo. That's great.
Yep. We do. We hope Freo get it.
Oh dear, getting into trouble with that one. Umpire holds it aloft. Start off this second quarter. Up we go. Abbott wins this one. I felt they went off the ball a bit when Abbott went off the ground. Ball goes in dispute. A good pick up by McInerney.
They dived on him there.
Yep, and just set on him.
It was Norrington that came over the top. Probably lucky not to give away any in the back. Take it. So Abbott got the tap there, but the hands went nowhere. Oof, out wide. Who was that? Couldn't see who got that out, but anyway, we're back out on the wing here. Handball over the top. Condi's going to run at it there. He's taking on Martin. Condi eventually, though, gets wrapped up. The ball spilled out, though. So there's a chance here. Martin. Oh, look out there. That was Circuit. Just couldn't quite get away there. Now the quick kick forward by St Mary's. Up went Barth. Got a fist on it, but now the ball's spilling out towards boundary line. Finchism is there, but the ball's knocked out of play.
Well, the ringer, the old Jacob Hernan. He looks a bit. They look like he almost is related to his teammate in Linton Hogan. They both could do with a bit of zinc cream, I reckon.
Yeah.
Up he goes. Good tap by Abbott. Pitched by Flynn Chisholm. Bouncing ball end over end. There he is again, Hernan. Umpire calling for players calling for a deliberate in Matty Hebbard.
Good result out there for St Mary's. They can set up here, get their structures right, and wouldn't be surprised if they find a goal out of here. In the ruck, though, was Hebbard. He punched it forward. Grovedale players there to clean up, and that was Hernan who got the kick out. Running back there. Who's that with the glove again? That's
Carruthers.
That's Carruthers. He
just handed that to him. He just handed it to him.
Mate. Yeah, I'm not sure he can do that. But we got Rob Condi comes charging down the outside, kicked it off the ground, out towards the boundary line, and over it goes. Out the full. It's bounced off someone's leg.
Josh Eddy tapped it back into. I'm not sure who the player was. Linton Hogan, I think.
There, isn't there? And Dobson's taking a good mark back there in the hole.
He tapped that back. I think it might have been even Linton Hogan's legs, and he kicked it out in the full.
Some good
Very
thinking,
clever.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It might have been Lukey Barth. I don't know which one, the Josh Eddy or Lukey Barth it was, one of those two. But it's more than likely going to result in a St Mary's goal.
Yeah, well, Dobson's got the ball. He'll kick for about 30 out, pretty much directly in front here. You'd think you'd have no worries. It'll be a little right to left. He'll hang it out to that right-hand goalpost and watch it drift back, making his way in now. So he's a great kick earlier. This time, he looks like he's pushed it a bit there, and he has. Looked like it just slid off the boot, didn't get a lot of height on it, and just goes through for a minor score.
1-2. What?
1-2, yeah. Probably the easiest shot he's had so far. And he's missed it.
The umpire's telling the little kid, the little kid's kicking the footy in the cricket nets.
In the cricket nets,
He's telling him he's got to get out of there.
Can't be in there.
Can't be in there. How is a player going to hurt him in there?
I got no idea. I reckon that's a bit wrong, mate. Especially if he's there. You've got a full cricket pitch length there. He's a fair way away.
Another thumping kick from Hogan. Oh, Abbott drops what he should have taken. Hall picks it up, gives it over to Flynn Chisholm. Bouncing footy. Joel knocked away from him. Down to Condi. Michael. Over to Lukey Bath. Settles. Reckon he's got it. He likes it. Been pressing St Mary's.
They started this quarter strongly here. Just repeat inside 50s, which eventually they get rewarded for. I reckon we're actually closer to the ground than that kid was over in the nets.
Ridiculous.
Next thing you know, we'll be moving the truck.
That's it. No, but like, okay, what's the danger? That maybe an errant footy goes over and hits him on the head? What's the difference in the cricket nets? Is it where he is right now, behind the goals?
Yeah. He's arguably closer.
Yeah, ridiculous.
No. Ball thrown up there. Up go. So, stuffed up there. Oh, went up. But now, Grovedale eventually get their hands out and they're sprinting forward here. The quick kick goes down, but cutting it off there with a great fist was Norwington. The ball was almost crumbed there by Costello. And the umpires found a free kick here.
This is young. I reckon this is young Blake McPhee, I reckon. Is that who it is?
Blake McPhee. Looks like number
Looks like a
2.
pup.
Yeah.
Only a young kid.
He's only a young bloke.
Yeah.
Bit of size in those legs, though. I reckon he'd be strong around the hips.
Yeah, it's him.
And he'll line up in this near pocket here.
Got a good spot right over the Brady boys. Brady boys looking straight over his shoulder. The cameraman.
So here you go. He comes in now. He's going to throw it onto the right boot. Starts it out to the left. The wind's pulled it.
Beautiful.
But it's snuck through. Yep. Nice goal there from McPhee.
1-1. Get them back in it. Goal the difference. 3-4 plays 4-4.
Thought that was going to do too much there.
Yeah, they
just kept going.
Some of them,
pretty violently.
Some of them keep going. Others seem to stay straight. So it's a very gusty sort of breeze.
It's that orange footy.
Yeah, they're blaming the footy. Okay.
Yeah, it's the footy. Back to the middle now. They needed that goal. That was good. It was just a settler for them. They've taken their time to get into this quarter. It just keeps them in it. As the ruckman go up, they almost jam the ball between their hands here, but now they get the quick clearance through Eddie. He's got it forward, chasing it there. Who's that out the side there? That's Hernan who's after it, but he knocks it across the boundary line. About 50 round from the St Mary's goal.
Just need to put a few blonde tips in like Linton Hogan does, and you'd swear they're brothers.
Yeah, well, there's a few out there, isn't there?
Spinning ball comes back in. Yeah, Dobson does the ruck work on this occasion. Knocks it clear. Flynn Chisholm on the left pops it up. If Romain Grenville is any...
Well, maybe we aren't lucky that kid moved. He's kicked it out there, so...
Yeah, rubbish. Kid might have marked it.
Yeah.
Brady Circuit tried to pinch the kick and he goes, no. We're giving it to Linton Hogan.
He's going to go tight along the boundary by the looks of it. And he's
got a leg on him, hasn't he?
That's massive, isn't it?
I haven't noticed he kicks this far.
It's a great punch over the boundary line by Hall.
Yep.
That's enormous.
He has a real leg on him. But maybe it's the orange ball likes kicking it. Up they go again. The two boys you're talking about, Hoare and Abbott. Abbott still chasing after it at ground level. Picked up by Michael Condi. He's wrapped up in a tackle and said you wrapped him up too high. Against Abbott. Gives it over to Luke Bath. Luke Bath pumps it forward. Free kick. Free kick. Umpire's picked one off the ball.
He's pointed the wrong way too, which made things confusing.
No, he's picked it and 50. Now he's paid 50.
Not sure anyone's got much of an idea.
I'm not sure, but it was... I think Cheetahs might have got pushed over off the ball.
He's got Hogan, who's moved very well down the wing here. In the centre, in the centre of the ground is Martin.
They all have that designated kicker. If you get it to him, you know he's going to kick the goal.
Yeah, McPhee comes out and great chest mark.
Good work.
Strong lead, strong mark, and he should be able to go back. And well, it's from a similar spot to his last shot on goal. Just a little bit
almost
further
identical.
out.
So he knows he's got to go to the left post.
He knows what he's going to do here.
Yep.
Just that little bit more distance. Might hang it out a little bit further.
Yeah, like I was saying, a lot of those clubs, you know, you Port Adelaide's and Adelaide's have got that designated kicker. They take a mark and they just dish it off.
Get that bloke running around the back.
Yep, he thumps it. So anyway, Blake McPhee, he didn't learn anything from the last kick.
That's only just snuck in for behind.
Oh, he didn't learn anything. He's kicked 1-2. Did all the right things, marking the footy and everything.
Yeah. Has Devlin got the leg on him that Hogan had at the other end to clear the ball?
Well, it went out in that
interesting,
D&M cabinets. That's where it went out.
Yep.
So miles up
it a roost, and he's got a bit on it too.
Oh, good mark to Abbott.
Strong mark.
He gets it back over to Abbott. Goes to Costello. There's that the old famous free. Out comes, is that McKenzie or Circuit? Oh, McPhee too slow. There. Picked off by Bath, goes wide and he finds Hoare. And that's Jared Bath. Hoare dishes it off to Luke Bath. Loki goes along the line. Waldron at the back of the pack, dishes it off to Hogan. Hogan gets it over to his teammate in Hernan. He in turn they go down the line, Grovedale, and spills out of play. Umpire signals throw it in.
So that kick in a minute ago, they were looking, some areas were looking for their ruckman and Mark Hoare on the outer side. But always the issue with that is, you know, the opposition's ruckman's generally going to be there as well. And on that occasion, they were found out by it. He took a mark, but can be a risk.
Oh, some good work there from Grovedale. Finishes up with Gubbins. His kick, though, isn't a good one, Andy. Oh, gee. Was that Circuit or McKenzie? Whichever one that's in the pocket, certainly let him know. Gave it to him. It was McKenzie. Gave it to Gubbins about the poor kick over his head. 20 around from the Grovedale goal. They trail by 5 points. Same margin as it was at quarter time. Taken out of the ruck by Cheetahs. Goes round his body.
No good.
Minor score. So 3-6 I think it is. 3-6 plays 4-4.
Normington on that left boot to bring it back into play, and he goes short and found Bars. He's going to look up the line. He's looking for Mick Condy, but coming over the top was Gubbins. Didn't get a hand up, and now Gillies is there. He's trying to pick it up. Eventually gets the hands out. He's got Connors in support, but he goes Mick Condy instead. He comes out the side to Finches, and he taps it over brilliantly to Dobson. He's got a long leg on him. Kicks it down towards half forward flank, charging out from the goal square there. Who was that? That was Hebbard.
Oh, kick smothered and gets it again, Hebbard.
Look at this.
Look, he's got Romain.
He nails it.
Yep, gets his second. And takes that lead out to 10 points. So that's 5-4-34, 3-6-24.
There you go. We're about to find out where Collins has been playing. It looks like this wing too. We couldn't work it out earlier.
Yeah. Yes. What else is happening? Colac have hit the lead down the highway. They lead by 4 points. St Albans still lead by 8 points. Leopold, they're going to smash them. They're 10 goals up already.
Ooh, yeah,
Bell Park are 25 points up on South Barwon. So Joey's now at 10 points up on North Shore. Okay. Took them a while to get going. Back in the middle, so we saw Circuit snatch it out of Abbott's hands and stacks on in there. And the umpire says, give it to me again. It's a massive worry for South Barwon. 25 points down. Looks to be all one-way traffic too.
Abbott got the tap there to Terminator. Quickly got the kick out of centre. Sorry, my English is terrible today. But charging out of there was Bath. Got the handball to Gillies. Back into the centre to Bath. He moves the ball on forward. Charging out there is Hebbard, but crashing through. Not sure who that was, but Hogan's back. Romain's got it though. Shifts the handball out wide to Gillies. He's gone the boomerang from the pocket.
Where's your lefty? Where's your lefty, Tom?
That was a backman's kick.
Where's your lefty, Tom?
So. And the youngsters behind the goal hand the ball back.
Who is it Geelong that does that? Doesn't have a left foot. The little bloke.
Motlop.
Yeah.
Can't keep his left.
In trouble, Waldron.
Taking on a lot there. Hogan's ended up with the H-Ross taking on Romain. He handballs to a teammate who's under a lot of pressure and the ball spills out. Hogan was there again. Romain Grenville, though, now with it. And he eventually dives over the boundary line.
Oh, they've got themselves in all sorts of trouble there.
Yeah, a few players trying to do a bit too much. When
Waldron,
you're down by 10 points, I reckon you're...
Waldron suggesting that the kid on the mark was a fraction too close to the umpire. Not clear. Comes out the back. Looked circuit I'll go with on that occasion.
Umpire very quick to blow his whistle. They've been letting it go, and all of a sudden,
Yep.
he just goes bang.
So go through it all again. Up goes Abbott. Knocks it clear. Then goes back and gets it. But it comes down to Lukey Barth. He's dispossessed. Comes out to Connors. His handball. Oh, some serious crashing through there by Carruthers on Joey Fammer. And 50. Oh. And the audible swear word there too. I thought might have got another one.
Yeah. Jared Barth out the near side here. Wasn't too happy with his teammate giving away a 50. Joey Fammer has a chance to send his side forward. He goes long towards the square. McPhee's there. Oh, no, you can't be doing that. Barr's put down a simple mark there, but then the quick shot at goal.
Peter Brown.
Has missed.
They've had a couple of chances, Grovedale. The one from Brown and the other one from Cheetahs. Might have would have made scores level.
Yeah, they don't want to be wasteful here.
Kick-outs marked by Bars. Decides to get back to Normington. Normington with that strong left foot of his. Goes down the line. Hoare at the back. Knocks it clear. Comes back to Nolan, I think that was. He goes across to Carruthers. Carruthers by hand across to Connors. Stripped of it. And then the ball goes over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in.
Right in front of the Grovedale interchange there. With about, well, there'd be 6 or 7 coaches there up in the box there.
Yep.
So it's thrown back into play. Abbott got the tap back towards the boundary line. The players go crashing in there. Ball eventually clearing out. Fammer's in there in those bright boots. Gets a kick forward. But punching it out of play was Rob Condy.
Just trying to see who Condy's playing on. He's gone to the young fella. He's gone to young McPhee.
Well, he's given him some headaches early in this quarter, McPhee, so showing a lot of respect for him as McPhee charges at the contest. With the ball, though, is Welsh, and he's going nowhere.
This game could get lively. I mean, in the physical sense.
It's a little bit of feeling out there.
Got a bit, hasn't it? Just getting a bit heated up.
Tuck game to Carruthers, who tried to bart his way through there. Couldn't go anywhere. At the bottom, there is Jull, I think it might have been, who had it in there, but we'll have a ball off again.
Yeah, that's Jolly. Up we go again. This time Abbott gets a front spot, but I think Hall won that from behind. Jull, the man we mentioned, gets a handball over his head. Into the... Oh, McInerney. Smacked before he even had it. Good hands there by Josh Eddy. Good, it was a good tackle from him. Over O'Donoghue. Has a bounce. Has another one. Carruthers is tracking him. Pops it out in front of his teammate. Oh, Cheetahs. Gets it at ground level. Dishes off the handball to Costello. Costello goes towards goal.
Wasteful.
And they're getting wasteful, aren't they? It's 3 behinds in a row to the Grovey boys.
They really are. They're running well off half-back today, as in, if they win a stoppage across half-back, they're very quick to go forward. 11
scoring shots to 9, yet they trail.
It's going to be a concern. 3-8.
Yep.
So Norrington is going to sidestep his opponent. He gains that extra 15 metres, and then eventually only goes short. He looks for Welsh. Welsh has to pick it up. It wasn't a great kick. Connors was there, but now the kick's going to come out right to Carruthers. I'm pretty sure that is. He's got Gillies in support there on the right, but he'll look further up the ground. He's unsure now. Stops and props. Oh, misses his target in the middle. It goes straight in amongst all the mud in the middle there. Mackenzie will pick it up, but the Samaris boys are quick on him there. And he's been pinged holding the ball. Didn't make a good enough effort there.
Yeah, just red hot on him there, wasn't he?
With the ball is Eddie, who went to Condy. He looks out further side to a teammate who's taken a good mark on half forward. That was Waters, who goes long to the square.
Someone spotted him.
Yeah. So Grovedale, though, they've done well to clean up back there. Looks out wide, but I'm pretty sure that's Barth who's going to take a mark right on the boundary line. He brings it back into towards the centre. Condy's got it. He won't play on, though. He'll stop. Give his forwards a chance. Grovedale zoned up well here. Looks out to the side. Romain was there, but back in the hole. That was our man from a minute ago. Sherman.
No, it's Zach Sherman, isn't it? No, you're right. Waters again.
Waters.
He does
Goes
look
short
like
to
Sherman.
Bath. Not 15. That's to play on. Quick on the left. His kick's going to fade, though, out to the far side and drift through for one behind.
He's had plenty of it, Luke Bath.
Mm.
He actually does look a
Some
bit
good
like Tommy Waters does look a bit like Zachy Sherman.
Yeah.
Here it is, Hogan. In the goal square. What's he going to do? Is he going to go the long bomb? Clears it. Gee whiz. Abbott got plenty of jumper holding there. Trying to crash his way through his pain. Runs through the tackle, which was really good. Gets the old 1-2 from Fama. Over to Cheetahs. Then across to Circuit. Circuit's hands across again to McInerney. McInerney, little chip kick. Oh, but it's picked off again on this occasion. Trying to work out who that little bloke was that picked that off for Grovedale, but they're gonna tip it over here. Joel there. There's Sherman on that occasion. I reckon that was Welsh that got stripped of it. Cheetahs goes forward. Up he goes at McPhee, almost.
Almost beat 4 of them there.
But it comes back with Condi. Is that Devlin? No. Comes back.
Norlington.
No, that's
Dobson
there.
Yep, so it's Norlington the kick before, I think.
Yep. And
Well kept in there.
that was Jacob Welsh was the bloke I couldn't pick. And it goes over the boundary line. 3-8-26 to 5-5-35.
It's good end-to-end footy at the moment. Neither team flooding up the ground too much, getting that press going.
Hoare starting to get some ascendancy because he seems to do that when Hunt goes into the ruck. Oh, there he is! Hibbard!
Mark.
What a beauty!
And Bart's letting his opponent know about it too.
He's only a young kid, the Hernan. But it's a good mark. Now, I asked him before the game, Matty Hibbard, whether he had his kicking boots on or not, because he is renowned for spraying them.
Yep.
Yep.
This shouldn't, I wouldn't have thought, test him out too much.
No, certainly distance won't. So it's just the straightness that we're looking for. And he's gone well wide. No, he reckons he likes it.
He's talked the umpire into that one.
Hogan is standing there saying, I don't believe it. But Matty Hibbard liked it.
Yeah, that's lost me.
Looked to go wide, but anyway, he's got 6 points for it.
It's got to hurt Grovedale, that one too, I reckon. They've had a lot of the play. Too many misses, though.
Yeah.
They let their opposition get straight up the ground and kick one, which...
Well, again, bad kicking's bad footy. They've had the same number of scoring shots.
So what's that out to? 15 points now. On the scoreboard on the outer side there.
Gee whiz. Colak's gone out to 17 points up on Newtown. Kicked 5 goals to 1 in this quarter.
That time in the middle was Hunt winning the tap. Finn Chisholm got it out to Carruthers, who goes up the outer side. He's got Hibbard there. Hibbard, yep, that was correct, wasn't it? Grovedale, though, eventually got the ball, cleared it forward. But bounced just inside of play. One thrown.
North Shore 27 points down now.
Ooh.
So they didn't take Joey's long to get
Joey's
going.
clicked in the ground.
Yeah.
I reckon they might cop the spray at quarter
I reckon
time.
you might be right there. Out of side. There's that orange ball. Can't miss it. 26 plays 41, 15 points as you mentioned, Muncher. Comes out the back. Hunt knocks it down over the top. Daniel Jull gets it across. The teammate there in Jacob Welsh, who gets a free kick. Welsh dishes off the handball to Bars. He's getting called from Sherman, but he ignores him. Goes across to his mate Carl Devlin. He goes to Luke Bath. Oh, just didn't quite grab it. Goes over to his mate there again in Zachy Sherman, who really good kick on to Tommy Gillies. Gillies, a shocker! Absolute Barry Crocker there. Comes over to Circuit. Circuit by hand to Martin. Martin just left it behind. Gets a free kick. Interesting. What, I reckon that... Did Joel slide into him maybe? I don't know.
No, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
We just ignore that. We don't answer phone calls while the footy's on.
So, oh, it looks like Hogan out there. Saying that, there's about 4 of them. They look the same.
Yeah.
He's looking
that is Hogan.
Yeah.
Because he's got the blonde tips in the red hair.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Goes back across the
and there's
goal
Martin
face.
who's got no hair,
Martin,
so you can't get him mixed up.
Yeah. They were looking at the switch there, but St Mary's were quick to shut that down. Now Martin goes up the outer side, comes crashing through there. I'm not sure who it was, but eventually the ball comes back over top. That's Welsh now, and he can't keep the ball in play. Have a throw in.
Young Jacob Dale that was, that
Came
flew
flying
high,
over
number
the top.
26.
Yeah. Down the bottom there.
It's got me twice. There was some me too, mate. I looked up and there's no 26. Then I remembered they're down the bottom.
So the ball back into play now. St Mary's kick was smothered going forward there, but Donahue came through. Couldn't get clean position. He'll go again. This time it's with Condi. He's got one high
there and got away with it.
Should have seen that. Now Bath gets one. He throws it on the left. How good's this? He snuck that through. That's a good snap, that.
And he likes it too. He's best on ground. Don't worry about that.
At the moment, he's racking up the possessions.
Lukey Bath, B-O-G. Nice goal. Might well be starting to take ascendancy here, St Mary's.
Yeah. They're just making Grovedale pay at the moment for their wasteful mistakes.
And it seems it is. You're right. When Grovey make a mistake, St Mary's pounce on it and make them pay. The other way round, St Mary's make a mistake and that they don't hurt them.
It's just St Mary's. They've got that little bit more polish, haven't they?
Certainly have. Whoop. Abbott went under it on that occasion, crashing his way through. Was Cheetahs socking it off the ground. There's Mackenzie trying to crash his way through. He's got 2 or 3 all over him. One of those is young Connors, who's been very impressive.
Playing on a wing, he's had plenty of run. Hasn't got a lot of size, but you would have thought he was bigger the way he's playing.
Ball comes back. That's McMahon that's in there. Young Dylan. And he's wrapped up straight away. And we'll go through it all again. 21-point margin here. Grovey, it seems he's slipping away from Grovey. Comes to Hoare. He goes to Flynn Chisholm. Chisholm off a step. Good work, Condi. He then goes to Luke Bath, who just keeps racking up possession. Oh, Hebbard! Almost a cracking mark. Ball's in dispute. Goes to, will be shunted over the boundary line by the young fellow. I reckon that was Dylan Williams from Grovedale at the bottom of that pack.
So you go the ball back into play. Abbott gets the tap over the back. Not to anyone in particular, though. The ball's at ground level, trying to charge through there. I'm not sure it was. But now, the umpire has pulled a free kick out here, has he?
What's going on there? There's this unrest that I was talking to you about.
Yeah. Plenty of bodies around the ball, but going to have a ball up once again. He was quick to ball it up. In the ruck there was Hall. Taps it out towards the boundary line. In and under there, a couple of handballs, trying to work it out there, Grovedale, but they can't go anywhere too quick. Eventually the ball rolls out of play.
Throw in, 21-point margin in the favour of St Mary's. And if you're thinking I'm sounding disappointed, I am, because it was me Bruffy. trying to get somewhere in this tip, and I can't come last. It's not possible. Comes out to Gubbins. Gubbins in turn over to McInerney. McInerney, has he got one on the end of it? And he has. Brown. Heater Brown takes the mark. Distance will not be a problem. He's only 35, but he's decided to go to Donahue. Needs to mark it. Poor choice.
Kick. Wasn't great there. Now St Mary's, though, they'll try and make him pay. They're going to come out to this far side. Gillies is there. Couldn't get a hand to it. Coming across was Condi. Great punch out there to Welsh. Welsh is going to go for a bit of a run. He looks forward, and he's got, is that
Dobson?
Dobson, yep. Yeah. And now we know distance will not trouble him, and he's confident. He's pointing at goal, and he's saying, guys, I've got this.
Heater Brown was 30 metres out.
And he's...
Why did he try to square it up to Adam Donahue? Adam Donahue's a great kick.
He was further out.
Donahue would have kicked the goal, but I mean, Heater Brown should have kicked it himself. 30 metres out.
Here goes the Dobson coming in. He's walking dead straight at that point post. You can tell he's going to try and hook this one back. He runs out even further. It's fading well. Too much, though.
He's nearly missed everything.
Been punched through. We'll give that a rush behind, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon we will, yep.
Well, it's not a great kick.
That's nearly missed the lot.
Yeah.
See, that's where I disagree. If you go wide and it's going to hook anyway, you're going to make it hook more. Better run straight.
Go straight, kick straight, and hopefully go straight.
Oh
dear, Donahue's going to try and mark it. Connors is there. At the back, though, that was Razga. Handles it back. Razga will get it again. Chips it out wide. He's got his mate here. Now we can find him. That's Dale.
Yeah, Jacob Dale. Nothing of him, is there?
No, not a size to him. He's going to chip back, and he's got Martin there.
Old man Martin.
Martin, he's easy to pick out there, isn't he?
Yeah. The trouble is with the old man Martin, he's looked that old for 10 years.
So he comes to the far side. He yelled out Joey, and Joey gets smashed by two St Mary's players at the bottom there. Now with the ball is Hernan. He gets a quick kick forward. Brown's there. Over his head, though. Now at the back is Norrington. He should be able to run onto it there. He's going to be under the pump as soon as he gets it, though.
Got 3 Gravy blokes onto him.
Fry was putting on some great pressure there. Diving in there on top was Bath, but now it comes out.
Oh, good defensive work there from St Mary's.
Now Connor's the young fella. A little bit slow there, and his kick didn't get the legs on it and found Joey Fama, who's bumped by Gillies. I'm not sure about that. Was the umpire calling play on?
They must have called play on. He must have reckoned it was touched.
Martin came out, and so did Dobson. His kick off the ground, though, only went as far as Hogan. He can shift it out to the outside. Now Grovedale should be able to move the ball quickly. They go down and find McInerney, I'm pretty sure that is. McInerney. No idea how to say it.
McInerney, mate. And Razgar.
And Razgar will mark it.
We used to call him the... who was the bloke? Let me think of Razgar, but he's had a haircut, so he doesn't look like LB Mangles anymore. We called him LB Mangles early in the year because he looked like... Do you even know who LB Mangles is?
You're too old for me.
LB Mangles used to have this adventure show where he used to go up the jungle and sit with chicks in bikinis.
Oh, it doesn't sound bad, does it?
Yeah. So Razgar comes in. He's missed wasn't a good kick, was it?
Yeah.
And I think you're going to need to go back through the do some 70s, 80s homework.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand what it is
I can understand the crap you're talking about at times. Yeah.
Normington's kick comes out to McMahon. Donahue 1-2 grab. Now he's 50. The man on the mark's 51 out.
He's almost backing himself in. Yeah, that should be play on there.
He's kicked.
Connors though did well to get out. He gets crunched there by Razgar, and Connors is hurt. That's really unfortunate for the young player there, but he put his body on the line, which is what you want to see. And his teammates get around him and help him up.
Cheetahs goes over and picks him up. That's a good thing. I think he's winded him, mate. That's all he's done to him.
So the ball's balled up. Hall gets the tap. Trying to break through there. I'm not sure it was, but now Donahue's got it out near the pocket. This will be a fair finish. On the left, he brings it back towards the centre of the ground. The ball goes through Norrington's legs just about now. It's in the far pocket, and it's bounced out of play.
Is he all right? Yeah, he's just got winded.
He's all right,
Suck it up. He'll be all right. They're going to take him off for a spell. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. But as you see, left him stood up wide open, and Razgar just
smacked him
in the guts. Brown goes up in the ruck, tries to knock it down. There's free kick on that occasion.
Now that should be 52.
Should be. Free kick is against Brown by the looks. Against Brown to Josh Eddy.
Yeah. I think he might have just pushed someone out of the way in his attempt to get the ball.
Yeah, in the throw-in.
So the kick back towards half-back. It wasn't a great one. There's a few Grovedale players there, but eventually coming through wasn't Connors. But Joey Fammer's got the ball out now to a teammate. Who was that?
Cheetahs put him under enormous pressure.
Yep. Now can Samaris make him pay here? Condi tried to get out, but no.
Cheetahs.
Body's crashing in everywhere at the moment. Waldron tried to take on a few. He got the hand back to Cheetahs. He's going to go long to the square. Oh, almost lost his footing there. It's a good punch from Gillies.
But in fairness, if Peter Brown had done that, I think the free kick might have gone against him. But they're probably giving him a bit of a licence because he's given away a few.
So to bring the ball back into play will be Devlin. He's got a fair kick on him. He's going to look short here and find his teammate in Sherman, who takes a nice mark there. It's a bit of a dangerous one.
Yeah.
But now they'll bring the ball further along. Devlin wasn't a great kick, and dropping back there was Hernan. He took a strong mark over his head, and there's the siren. So that'll be half-time here.
Poor quarter by Grovedale.
Yeah. They've kicked about one goal. What would that mean? 1 goal 7? Something like that.
Oh, I can't even find them. They were 2-4 at quarter time to 3-3. So yeah, they kicked 1 goal 6 to 4 goals 3. So a poor quarter by all standards.